Hey everyone, Rohan Dhawan here, founder of Uability, and today I have somebody amazing, a really amazing success story. We have Amruta here from Bangalore, who has accomplished some phenomenal results for herself. Amruta, how are you doing?
Hi Rohan, I'm doing good. So first of all, thanks a lot to your ability Elite. So my name is Amrita and I'm based out of Bangalore and I'm a postgraduate in finance. So I'm actually working for a MNC currently, but I always had a dream of becoming an entrepreneur. So I wanted to do something on my own, and I did not know like proper way to do it, and I was so much passionate about accounting and teaching, but I did not know what exactly to be done and how to do it. And I have a kid who is like 18 months old, so I was not ready to step out of my home for a longer period uh, to become an entrepreneur or do something on my own. So that is when I just saw a Facebook ad about your ability Elite, and that is when I booked a call with you, Rohan. So later it was like a miracle. So everything was just put into place.
That's so good, Amruta. That's so good. Amruta, can you tell me, when you were like, obviously you still are, but when you were like, in that phase doing a job and thinking about entrepreneurship and being a business owner, what kind of like problems were you facing that was like stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur before you ability?
Yeah. So basically, uh, like I had a very good job. So I have a very good job actually, but I thought that okay, I can do something on my own, say in another 5 years or something. But later, all of a sudden, I got a news that the product that I am working on is sunsetting. So my company is sunsetting the product that I'm working on. So that was like a huge hit to me. So I was not actually ready to look out for any other jobs in any other MNCs. At the same time, like I did not want to sit at home just looking after the kid or looking after the family. I really wanted to do something. So but again, yeah, there were like so many roadblocks. I was so much confused. I didn't know like how much to invest, what to invest on, and what time it takes to just follow the dream or something like that. I was so much confused. So again, when I just joined Uability, I had so many questions, and before joining Uability, also I had so many questions. Like I initially I did not trust it. So I was like thinking if it is a scam or if it is like any other false promises that people usually give. So
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of research, and I always used to see only the positive feedbacks. That is when like my questions like I really thought it was a scam, and later when I spoke to you, I kind of I started getting positive hopes. So I started feeling that this is not something that can be that can happen like a magic or something. So it is the guidance that will be given to us, and it is the hard work that it takes to reach the goal. So when I understood that, I was like right away I just registered for Uability. So yeah, I had so many questions as well before joining Uability, and I did not trust Uability before.
Yeah. What kind of like questions, Amruta, did you have? Like, not just about ability, but even about the entrepreneurship world, right? Because it was so new to you. So, what kind of questions you had in your mind at that point of time, and how do you think ability answered those questions?
So basically, I did not know like how to price my product. So I just knew that I want to do something in accounting and something related to teaching. So I just had an idea of doing this, but I did not know how to do this. So again, how to approach the people is one more question I had. Basically, I'm a reserved person, so I do not talk to people much. Being an not exactly introvert, but being someone who speaks so less, being a person of few words, it is very difficult to approach people. So if you just show me an apple, I can say that it is it is an apple, but I don't know to say that it is Kashmir apple, it is red in color, so I don't know to sell things. So
Mhm.
that was like that was the only thing which bothered me a lot, how will a person like me would approach the people, would approach the students, and how can I get students registered to my course. So these were the major blocks that I had. And yeah, a week two lectures and other things helped me a lot to overcome that. So and even like people who interact with me on a everyday basis, it can be my parents, it can be my husband, they can see the changes in me. So if I'm talking to some third person, they can really see how I have changed, and my how the way that I talk has changed a lot. So that is what Ubility has done to me.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing, Amruta. So you were telling me that, Rohan, okay, these were the questions you had about entrepreneurship, but when before like booking a call with us and talking to me, you had some questions about UAbility as well, that, if this will work, is this not going to work, is it a scam or whatever, right? So how did you convince yourself after getting on a call with me that, okay, Rohan, maybe this actually is true, or maybe it could work for me?
That is because the way you spoke to me, and the clear cut picture that you gave me, it can be about the explanation about the 5 week course and breakdown of each week. So what we will be doing in first week, what we will be doing in the second week. So these things, it made me like it gave me a kind of confidence, saying that okay, this is something which is going in one particular way, and it has some procedure that is being followed in this course. So I thought that if something is so structured, and if it is like if someone speaks to you like that, it's obvious that we will trust it. So that is how I was convinced with your ability.
Okay, amazing. And how about like how did you go about making your husband understand that this might be a good decision, or maybe other family members of yours understand that I should do this. Like how did you do that?
Initially, I was actually not sure if my husband would agree for this, because his attitude is that you have to first search for all other options and later stick onto one. But I did not approach any other courses or anything. So this was the first and the last course that I just looked into. So I was like, I was not confident enough that my husband would be agreeing for this. But when I spoke to him, when I just showed him what exactly, like I had written few things during the call. So when I just explained him what I had understood, so he was like, if you are confident enough that you will be doing it, then go ahead and register for that. So that was the support that I got from my family. And yeah, after that, everything, it went so well.
That's so good, Amruta. Amruta, you were telling me earlier when you were getting started with this journey, before you ability, you had some like, I won't say problems, but these were things that were bothering you. For example, not being able to talk to people or being able to sell to them, or, have like conversation, getting out of comfort zone and everything. And then you told me that by watching week number 2, you were able to make this transition and everything. Can you talk more in detail about what happened exactly, and how did you make this transition so that anybody else who's watching and maybe they are doing a job or something and they are afraid to talk to somebody or whatever, how did you make this transition? What did you learn? If you could just talk about that, that'll be great.
Yeah. So basically, in week number two, it is something related to the mindset. Lectures are something related to the mindset. So though I'm a confident enough person, I was really not to say confident enough to speak to someone, but um, I was not like I'm not a person who goes ahead and speak to someone. if someone speaks to me, I will be so good to them. I'll speak to them. But yeah, of course, when we are into entrepreneurship, it is obvious that we need to speak to a lot of people and different mindset people. So, and coming to me, like my target, it was like students who are like teenagers. So
Mm-hmm.
talking to teenagers is more challenging than talking to someone who is matured enough. So when I just followed all the exercises that is being given in Uability, I was like able to change my mindset. Though being what I am when I'm just with my family or with my friends is different, and being someone who, like, entrepreneurship demands it. What I understood is that, so if your work is demanding something from you, it is very much necessary for you to just go ahead, step out of your comfort zone, and be what it asks. So only then you will be able to get results. So this is
Mm-hmm.
what I learned. And even when I was just having initial calls, like, I used to get so many questions saying that okay, even they are like they don't know who I am. So even if I'm saying that I'm a rank holder or something, they may not believe it. So one lady who just talked to me, she was like, she told, okay, if you are charging so much for your course. During my initial calls,
Hmm.
I spoke to one of the parent whose kid was studying in 12th or 11th or 12th.
Hmm.
So when she asked me the price of the course, I when I told her the price, she was like, okay, if this is the price that you are charging, then I can teach my kids on my own. So
Hmm.
if someone else had told the same thing to me before Uability, then I would have cried the whole day, I believe. But when this happened, I just took it so sportively, and I cannot believe myself that I was so I did not bother much about such things. So this is the way Uability has changed me a lot, Rohan. So mainly the week two lectures regarding the mindset, it helped me a lot.
Hmm. That's so good. It's a really good lesson. I think if anybody is watching this, is, if somebody says, no to you, that does not mean that they are rejecting you. It's just a no temporarily, but the goal is to not let that affect you, and then eventually work on turning that no into a yes. So great lesson, Amruta. You really did. You made us all proud. Amruta, tell me something. Did you have like prior knowledge about digital marketing, technology, and all this stuff that you did uh, when you joined UWT? Did you have knowledge and experience on that?
Not at all, Rohan. So basically, I'm from commerce background, so I had no idea about the website designing and other things. Even when I just went through the lectures, also I was not confident enough to do that. But when I just followed each and everything step by step by watching the, like, embedded videos and other things, it was so easy for me. And Facebook and Instagram, like running ads and all, I never had dreamt of doing those things, because
Mm-hmm.
that is not something that is not my cup of tea, actually. But when all these things got into this entrepreneurship and other things, I just realized how much money I have saved by doing all these things on my own. So yeah, not only me, like even my friends were surprised to see me doing all these things. It was so good to do like the entire website designing on my own.
Mm-hmm. That's so amazing. So, Amrita, talk about, like, let's say when you joined the program, day number one, right? How did your journey start? Like, what did you do as soon as you got access to everything? How did you go about finding your niche? What happened after that? And how did that end up in you signing so many clients? Like, what was the journey like?
Yeah, initially, I was like, I wanted to complete the course within 5 weeks, but it did not happen because of my work and other commitments. But yeah, week one, I was able to complete week one in say like 3 or 4 days. I just completed all the worksheets that was given. It can be like passion identifier, or it can be related to niche identifier, and pricing hypothesis, price hypothesis, and uh, the entire business plan. Like by the end of week one, I just had like my dream on a sheet of paper. So the only thing that was left out was how do I reach that particular goal or dream. So that was the only thing that was left. So what I would like to tell is week number one is like very important, because your entire journey further would be dependent on week one, what you do in week one. Like when you just look at a passion identifier sheet, you just feel that all the questions are so simple, and why are we even spending time on this. But only when you just go on and analyze it further, you will understand that these are the simple questions that will give answer to
So you said
other.
passion identifier would, and all these exercises would give answer to later on parts.
Yes. So week one is so important that though like all these worksheets may look simple, and a few may even feel that why are we even solving these things, but it is these worksheets which will help us to reach our dream. So it is so important, and it is so interesting as well. Even a single worksheet or single task that is given in the course is so important that each one of it carries its own value in it.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And Amruta, how did you manage to complete entire week number one in 3 4 days? Because most people they take like to build up their foundation. These things like what should be my perfect niche, what should be the pricing. People take like a lot of time to decide upon this and then finally move on to the main part. So how did you manage to complete this like so fast?
Because I knew my passion. I knew that my passion lies in teaching, and I knew that accounting is something that I always look forward. So this is like my childhood dream. So like my father is a commerce professor. So right from my childhood, I have been hearing about this accounting terminologies at home. So right from then, I had this accounting as my passion. So yeah, so that was the reason I was able to find my passion soon, and it was something related to niche that I spent more time on. Like what should be my target market, like which areas are what are the areas that I want to target. So these were the things that I really took time on. But other than that, the other part and all, it was so simple. And yeah, when it comes to pricing, I was able to just contact around 15 local people who are just carrying on this accounting coaching, and based on the average, I decided my price.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that was so interesting as well. So it just got over so soon.
Okay, amazing. So after you were done with like let's say week number one, then we moved on to mindset and sales. So what happened in when you reach week number two? Like if you could just talk to me about that part as well.
Mhm. So week number two, I took a little more time for week number two, see around 5 to 6 days. That is because the initial mindset activities, whatever is given, I really wanted to put my proper efforts to complete those worksheets.
Hmm.
It can be about understanding ourselves, it can be about the goals, it can be about the dreams that we have. So that is where I really took time, and I just spent more time on that. And yeah, sales part, just by reading the sales part, I was like, okay, if someone speaks like this, it is obvious that people would be accepting the product. So but again, I had to edit the entire say sales hypothesis to according to my product. So I did all those things. So this is where I spent a lot of time when it comes to week two.
Hmm. Okay. Got it. So you completed week one, then you formed your sales script and everything. You worked on your mindset, and then in week three, did you begin approaching clients, or what happened like once you reached week 3 and 4?
Week three, I really did not approach any clients in week three because the first thing is I had no website, and I just cannot just call and say that I will be taking classes, so would you be able to enroll? I wanted some like proper foundation to just go out into the market, because accounting coaching is something which so many people do. So I did not wanted to start it like on a small scale basis. So I just covered all the coaching that was given in week three, and in week four I just understood like what exactly is to be done for Facebook ads. And okay, I forgot this website designing part. So I followed like each and every step that was given for website designing. I was able to design the website. I did my VSL video, and only then I went live. So once the website and VSL video was ready, only then I went live. And it was like mid of the academic year, and because of lockdown and COVID, like students were unsure if the classes will really gonna take place, and will the exams will really be held. So that was the confusion that students had. And even that was a learning time for me. Initial like around 3 weeks, I just I used to get inquiries, but I did not get any conversion in week three, for almost 3 weeks after I launched my website. And later, like I spoke to Pratham as well regarding these things, and he guided me regarding my sales script and other things, and VSL video as well. So fortunately, like the day I spoke to Pratham, soon after talking to Pratham, the next call I had with my client, uh, there was a conversion. So
Okay.
I just messaged Pratham saying that the student just called me, and he just joined my institute. So that is how it went on, Rohan.
Okay, that's some amazing results. So tell me something, Amruta. Like two questions I have for you. First one is like, how did you approach? Like, how were you getting these calls? Were you getting directly by running ads, or did you do some free strategies like organic strategies as well? And my second question is, when you initially, before talking to Pratham, when you didn't get those sales, right? How did you keep yourself in the pace and in the game and without feeling demotivated? Because I've seen a lot of people, they do like three calls and they're like, Rohan, I didn't get any sales, so I think I should give up. So how did you do these two things? It would be great.
Yeah. Initially, I was getting calls by running ads. So, like almost like 1.5 month, I was running ads, and every day I used to have around at least around two calls, and yeah, there were no conversions as well. But like my target, it was like even if I speak to around 75 people, even if I do not get any conversion, it means that there is something that I really have to work on. So it is not a magic to happen in a day or two. So it really takes time. I knew this, that it will be like a huge task for me. And my target was like for this year, for 2020, I just aimed for 5 students. So that was my initial target. So if I get 5 students in 2020, that means that I'm doing good. That was the benchmark that I had set. And now, yeah, of course, the benchmark, I have increased my benchmark now. And yeah, so initially it was Facebook ads, and later after few conversions, when I started getting good reviews, I started approaching organically. Because without having any testimonials, even if I approach organically, I knew that organic marketing would not work like without any proof. No one will simply believe me, because they don't know who I am. So that was the that is one thing. And I'm sorry, I forgot the second question that you asked.
Okay. Second question was, Amruta, when you got like, when you were running ads and everything, and initially you were getting a lot of people saying no, and they were basically not converting. So my question is like, how did you keep yourself in the game? How did you convince yourself that I should not give up? Because a lot of people, when they say, when they hear no's and things don't go as planned, they usually just want to throw in the towel and just be like, okay, I'm packing the bags. So how did you make sure that you stayed consistent?
Yeah, as I told you, like my target was 75 calls. So after 75 calls, if there is no conversion, then I had different thoughts about different niche. My before 75 calls, before the target that I had set, I had the conversion. So in that way, I did not get demotivated. And even like I have friends who are into entrepreneurship, so I know like how difficult it is to get conversions. So as I already had this idea, so it did not like really bother me much. But from each and every call, I used to learn a lot. Like once the call is over, I used to just analyze what exactly happened in the call, what were the requirements that they were asking for, how did I answer those things. So if if it can be improved, if the wordings that I used can be improved, or what can be done to make the conversions, these were the things that I always used to analyze after each and every call. So that is how I was not demotivated at all. Even in a single instance, I was not like demotivated. I was just learning from each and every call.
That's fantastic, Amruta. Amruta, were you talking to parents or were you talking to students and teenagers?
Initially, the first 2 or 3 calls it was with parents, and later on it was only the students who were calling me. And when I spoke to Pratham, like the first conversation I had with Pratham regarding uh, the entire process and VSL video and other things, he just told me to add on question in the calendar, so that we can just involve parents as well. Those students are the decision makers, but parents are the one who will be giving the money. So
Hmm.
even Pratham had this idea of involving parents as well in the call, so that we will be like both of us would be on the same page. Because
Hmm.
when I speak to students, I was never getting no as the answer. I was getting they were just saying that they will be talking to their parents and getting back to me, but most of them never turned back to me. And they never had questions about my pricing as well. Like after like only 2 or 3 people had questions about my pricing, but later on no student had question about my pricing. They never told that it is something high or it is something that they cannot afford to do. But again, I was like a little confused, as in everything is going okay, but why is that I'm not getting any conversions? So yeah, when I talked to Pratham, he just told me to add a clause over there, so that parents can be involved. And when that happened, even the call duration got increased. Initially, while talking to students, it used to be only like around 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes. But when parents were involved, they started asking me so many other questions related to the professional courses that we have, like CA, ICWA, or CS. So when I started answering those questions, even they understood that what are the different streams of commerce that is there. And it was a kind of value addition to them during the call. And yeah, and they started like even now, like there are few students who will be talking to me regarding these things, and they say that it is because of me that they have joined CMA course. They didn't know about so many courses before.
Hmm.
So that is how it started working well when I started involving parents in the call.
Understood, Amruta. And your first client or your first student was from where? Like
Like,
India.
yeah, he's actually from Jammu and Kashmir. So classes are going on for him. So it's going good. So first student was from India, and next through organic marketing, I was able to get students from Malta, Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So that is when I realized that okay, even I can just target out of India students only. So I have students from Malta. I have students from Australia, Canada, and New Jersey. and as well as India. So in India, I have students from Bangalore and Jammu and Kashmir.
That's so amazing, Amruta. Amruta, how did you go about approaching international clients? Like, how did you make that transition?
Okay, so I have friends who are abroad. So I was just it was a simple conversation that was happening with one of my friends, and she just told me that she knows someone who is actually looking for help. So that is when I got my first abroad student, and yeah. So when I just spoke to that guy, I understood that what are the exact problems that he's facing. So accounting has different streams. So his problem, it was with one particular branch of accounting called managerial accounting. So when I just on call, when I just solved like one or two questions that he had, he was very much impressed with that, and he just joined my institute. And later, like Australia client, I even don't know like how that person got my phone number. So I just got a WhatsApp text saying that I have got your number from one of my friends. So I would like to talk to you. So it was then I just spoke to him, and his requirement was something like he wanted to learn P&L account and balance sheet in Excel. So he wanted to know how to do it in MS Excel. So that is how like he joined me. He joined the institute, and from New Jersey and Canada, it is through Facebook ads. So
Hmm.
I was actually running ads on Instagram by targeting New Jersey, New York, and Canada. So that is when I got this particular client. Mhm.
Okay. So you were sending people to your VSL, and that's how you were generating the calls?
Yes.
Okay. That's so amazing, Amruta. So, Amruta, like since joining, after signing all these clients, how much were you able to make per month because of this?
Okay, initial month I was able to do like around 40,000, but like last month, my revenue stands at around 1,22,000, out of which I have spent around just 20K on ads.
Wow, that's such a huge return on investment. Congratulations, Amruta. How do you feel about it?
I feel so happy because even when I spoke to you in our first call, I had just told you that I have plans of earning just around 30 to 40K for 1 year. Like I thought that I had this thought that it is not possible to earn um, like around 5 6 digits value when we start the business. So it was because of viewability that even my mindset regarding that is also changed, and yeah, it is achievable. So only thing
That's
is
so good.
there is no shortcut for that. We need to work hard. So that is the only thing. If we work hard, and if we work hard at the right place, we will be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. And what do your family members think when you told them about this result that you were able to accomplish?
They are so happy about it. So they are just like supporting me in all possible ways, because as I have students from different places, my schedule is also completely changed now. Like sometimes I work till 3 o'clock in the midnight, sometimes I wake up early to just take classes for students. So it is like there is no proper schedule. Even then they are so much supportive, so they are so happy with what I'm doing right now.
That's so amazing. And Amruta, like since you joined Uability, like what was like the happiest moment, of the time you joined? Like which part made you the happiest?
The first conversion actually,
Mm.
like the just before the conversion, I had conversation with Pratham, and I was just listing down all the points that I need to improve, I need to work on. And I was actually framing a new VSL video as well. But later, all of a sudden I got a call saying that I had already spoken to that student before, but he just called me and he said that I will be making the payment soon. So I was like, oh my god, so this is so good. That was the happiest moment, because it was something like the proper start to my institute, the first
Mm.
student.
Understood. And Amruta, according to you, like, what was your favorite part about Viewability? Like, we covered so many different topics and we have different things. So, what was like your favorite part after you went through everything?
It is week number 2, the mindset lectures that we have and the worksheets that are there on in the course. So that is so much motivating. So that is where like the base that would be formed. So even though if we have like proper business plan and all other things, but if the mindset is not in the right way, then it is really difficult to achieve. So week number 2 is really amazing.
That's fantastic, Amruta. So, Amruta, for people who are, let's say just starting out, maybe, they are young accountants, maybe they are coaches or somebody, right? If you had to give them some sort of advice, some like an advice that you could tell to an Amruta, let's say 1 year back or 5 years back, what would that advice be, or what would that recommendation be?
um, like if you have any plans of doing something on your own, be confident about doing that, and always put your efforts. Without efforts, even if there is some very good course which is better than your ability, then even if you just attend that, you will not be able to do. So if you have plans to do anything, just be sure of doing that, and be confident enough to do that. So that is the only thing that I would like to say. Work hard, and there is no shortcut for hard work.
That's great advice, Amruta. And Amruta, would you like to recommend Ability to other people who are thinking about joining this program or maybe have some sort of doubts or anything?
Yes, Rohan, like 100%, 200%, I would recommend your ability because today I'm able to talk to you, or this interview is going on. That is because of your ability. So even if you just have one single thought of becoming an entrepreneur, then please go ahead and join your ability light. So it is really worth it. So whatever you are investing on this course, you will be like very happy about the returns that you are getting on that. So it's a very good course, and yeah, everything is like achievable.
Thank you so much, Amruta. And Amruta, if somebody wants to or maybe needs help with accountancy, maybe they want to learn, how can they find out about you, your website or anything if people want to learn?
Yeah. So my institute name is ClickTutor. So the website address is www.clicktutor.in. So if you just visit the website, you will be able to book a call with me, and yeah, we can talk on the call, and we can just look at the requirements and go for this.
Fantastic. So yes, anybody interested in accountancy, definitely check out Amruta's website and feel free to book a call with her as well if you are interested. And Amruta, I want to thank you so much. You have really made us all proud. Fantastic results you achieved. 1.22 lakhs in such a short period of time. This is like not like a lot of people struggle for years and years in corporate world to get to like this kind of figures, right? So you did that in couple of months. So congratulations, Amruta. Really happy for
Thanks
you.
a lot, Rohan, and a special thanks to you and Pratham, because the support that I have got from Ability is, I cannot just say it in words. So even if we are like struck anywhere, just a single email would resolve the problem. So I'm very much happy about that, and even the calls that we will be having regularly, it is so motivating. And yeah, even if we are just feeling down, or if we are demotivated, just by attending the call or just by mailing you the problem that we have, things will really get better. So thanks a lot for the support that you both are providing us. And yeah, you both are like angels for all the entrepreneurs. Thanks a
Thank
lot
you
for
so
that.
much. Thank you so much, Amruta, for the kind words. And anybody who's watching this video, feel free to, if you want to know more about Ability, feel free to book a call and we would be more than happy to tell you more. So thank you so much, Amruta.
Thanks a lot, Rohan.